The word vain, do you know what it means?
Vain. So V-A-I-N?
Yeah.
Vain. Okay? No.
Like one of the commandments is, thou shalt not take thy Lord's
name
name
in vain.
So what's vain mean?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, so most people think if you say, God damn it, that's cursing. It's not. First of all, God's not a name. That's a title.
Right.
Number two, vain actually means to make meaningless or useless. So when he says, don't make my name meaningless or useless, that's what he said.
I learned something.
True. And if you look this up, you'll start seeking. I started seeking and looking, and basically, thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain, which means don't make it meaningless or useless. And I thought to myself, well, what is his name? And then I started looking it up, and you find out his name wasn't Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it's translated. Nope, that's not true either. Go look it up. At the end of the day, how much more meaningless can a name be if you just stop using it?
Yeah.
Like, don't use his name. Don't use his name. That's exactly contradictory to don't make my name meaningless.
Exactly.
And then you look at other scripture like give praise to my name, sing glory to my name. He wants us to know his name.
Yes.
He gave us his name in the scripture over 7,000 times. You know that?
Yeah.
And now it's gone in the Bible. It does not exist in the Bible. Why? Who replaced it? What happened? When did it go from there to not there?
Yeah.
Well, it went from Yahweh or Yahweh or Yahuwah or however you pronounce the actual big one's name. That's God, if you want to call him that. But again, you know God, the derivative of that word? Goad, which is derivative of a pagan word for goat. A goat.
Yeah.
When people say God, that's a literal derivative of the word goat.
Yeah. And not greatest of all time.
And then look at look at the goat. What does the goat represent?
Oh, yeah. It represents demonic.
And or paganism.
And or paganism.
So it's like you start to realize, like, dude, are these symbol? Like, when was Jesus born?
Oh, well, people say 0 BC.
No,
right?
When was he born?
When was he born? Oh, man.
When do we celebrate his birthday?
Oh, got it. It's actually in July, isn't it?
Yeah, but when do we celebrate his birthday?
Well, it's Christmas. Yeah, December.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Well, they did it. I think the historical lesson was they did it to replace a pagan god. Like they used to celebrate the pagan god in December.
Why do you celebrate Christmas as Jesus' birthday?
Right.
Because you looked and found out it was his birthday, or because you just were told to?
We were told to.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to tell people is, man, if I've stumbled onto something, ultimately what it means is the scripture, seek and ye shall find.
Yeah.
If you look, you'll realize the things we've been told that we just accept aren't necessarily true. Do you know that?
Well, you know what's crazy is I was reading John 17 this morning, and it's a very intense moment, but it's like when Jesus is right before he's about to get captured, arrested, crucified, and he's talking to the Father.
In the Garden of Gethsemane or something.
Yes, that's exactly right. Great pronunciation. And so Jesus actually said in his prayer, he prays for himself. And he says that his prayer is that the people, the believers,